Venice. I'm so happy to be here. The travel day honestly wasn't too terrible. The train ride was fine. 2.5 hours. I got a little bit of work done on my phone, but we finally made it to Venice. It is hot, but it's beautiful. The walk from the train station was about 12 minutes, but taking in every single thing that I saw, it went by really, really quickly. But we're staying at Carnival Palace in the, I believe it's Caravaggio neighborhood. It's like upper west of the Venice area. And so far I really like it. It's so nice in here. The AC feels amazing. We've got a bar, restaurant, patio right against the water out front, a backyard courtyard, breakfast is included, and our hotel room is so nice. So let's do the final hotel room tour. So right when you walk in, we've got our entryway. We have this nice bench, which honestly is so nice to have for more storage, as well as 8 hangers here. We've got some storage over here, just like shelving, and a safe in here and more shelving, and then our little mini fridge. We have the bathroom. The bathroom is so funny to me. We've got these colorful like LED lights in the shower area, but the shower is so massive. Like, I don't even know if it shows up on camera how big this shower is. I don't want to get in it with shoes on. You could fit like 4 people in here comfortably, and it's so beautiful. This little corner back here, we've got the toilet situation, and then so much surface. I love the bathroom. I love it so much. It's perfect. And then when you walk in, we've got this desk, a TV. I think I forgot to show this side in my TikTok version of this. I'm just realizing. Coffee machine, water, another surface area, this cute little chair. We've got our windows, and then we have this full-length mirror, which is so nice to have in hotel rooms. It's honestly almost like a must for me. I'm just trying to cover Ashton because he's resting after our travel day. But we've got this massive king-size bed. It is so nice. And then 2 windows. This is the view. Like I said, we're kind of in an upper west neighborhood side of Venice. The water is this way, so we didn't get a water-facing room. I do feel like we booked one though, don't you? Yeah, and then he said we upgraded you to a bigger room. And we got this one, but whatever. This is the backyard courtyard. I will be reading down there at some point. So I don't know if I mentioned this, but we're staying here a little bit longer than we stayed in Florence and Rome. We're here for, I think, 3 full days, 5 days including travel days, like Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then we leave Thursday. So we'll have a lot of time to relax here and see all of Venice. Honestly, I felt like 2 days were perfect in Rome and Florence. I think we might have had 3 days in Florence though, I don't remember. And that was yesterday. It'll be nice to go a little bit slower this time and just take it all in and then be able to sit. Ashton bought a sketchbook, so he's been sketching and drawing, and I brought 5 books and I bought 5 more, so I have a lot of reading material. If we can find a cozy little area just to sit and take it in, it would be perfect. But yeah, I'm gonna be down there, I just know it. But this is our little private courtyard. But that is our Venice room tour. I always feel so gross after traveling between cities, like train, taxis, walking. It's so hot out. I think it's gonna be like close to 100. So I'm gonna change and settle in, and then we'll probably grab a bite to eat and walk around and just explore. I'm so excited to be here though. We've changed, rested up. Here's the fit for our first night in Venice, and we're off to go find some dinner somewhere, but it looks beautiful outside. morning. Good morning from Venice. We had our first night here last night. We walked around, found a restaurant, a really nice restaurant right against, I think, one of the most popular canals here, and it was the best. We got mussels, cacio e pepe, a bottle of really nice wine, and then we watched the sunset all along the canal. It was stunning, gorgeous. We walked back, and today we are walking over to the Naval Museum. Very casual fit for the day because it's just way too hot, but we're off. Probably 6 p.m. We just got back to the hotel for the day. We had such a fun, long day exploring Venice. We went to the Naval Museum and spent about 4.5 hours there. This was my first time where I used one of those audio devices going through a museum, and it actually changed the whole experience. I don't think I will ever go back to not using one because I feel like I learned so much. But the Naval Museum was definitely worth it. I think tickets were like $15 each. I learned so much. They had so many cool things. I feel like the history of Venice and everything was just so deep and complex, and I learned so much more about the history of like ships in general, and like it intertwined with France and like their history and like Napoleon Bonaparte. So it was very cool. Also, I got this necklace. My birthstone is pearls. I'm a June baby, so I got my pearl birthstones with all these little summery seashells. This was only $20. I got 2 evil eye necklace, bracelet, and then matching bracelets. Everything was so cheap. Like, shopping in Venice is so fun. We got some sketchbooks. We did a lot of shopping. We got gelato, we got pizza, we got Aperol spritz. Oh, I got a pomodori mozzarella sandwich. Oh my god, it was just the best day, but I'm so exhausted. We have 2 more full days here in Venice, and I feel like I'm barely gonna scratch the surface of like everything that we can see here because there's just so much I want to do. I want to go to some bookstores. I haven't seen a single cat yet. We got a bottle of wine. I love Chianti, and we got a little miniature Chianti bottle for like €7, so we're gonna drink that and have a lazy night. But isn't she so cute? Every single little gold shell. I'm obsessed. I'm gonna do a huge haul of everything that I got in Europe after this vlog, and I'll probably make a TikTok version too. But the shopping in Venice, this might be an unpopular opinion, but so much better than shopping in Florence, at least price-wise and like cool little trinket-wise. So many cool things. We've had a great day, but I need a nap. Good afternoon. We are having a lazy day here in Venice. It is 1 p.m. and we are out of the hotel room. To be fair, I was up at 7 a.m. this morning, went down to breakfast, I read outside for a few hours. I am aggressively going through Home Before Dark by Riley Sager. It is so good. I finished Kristen Hanna's Summer Island last night. I really just haven't had time to read, and then yesterday I got into it. We were out here until about 12:30 in the morning last night, just having a glass of wine and reading. And I think we both have just hit the point in this trip where we are exhausted. We walked 15,000 steps the first day, yesterday, around Venice. It was an hour walk to the Naval Museum and an hour walk back, and we spent about 4 hours there. There were 5 floors in the museum, and there was a second building with even bigger ships that you could see, so it just involved a lot of walking. We walked almost 7 miles yesterday. I think it really hit Ashton because he slept like all morning. We went down here for breakfast at our hotel, and then we went back upstairs and I was reading, and he took a morning nap. Now it's like siesta time. Most of the stores closed from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. and we were like, all right, let's go, we're ready to go. But we're still gonna walk around, grab lunch somewhere. I'm getting kind of hungry. I can tell it's the end of the trip. Like, this is one of the few dresses I haven't worn yet, and it is so wrinkly, but do I care to steam it? No, I just do not care at this point. I have probably thousands of photos and I'm just ready to enjoy the day. But yeah, Ashton's getting ready. He's gonna come get me down here and we're gonna walk around, enjoy our penultimate day here in Venice. I'm wearing my new favorite necklace. Cannot take this thing off. I love it so much. I mean, look at that. I've got the seashell right there. Matches this seashell and this seashell. I feel so connected to it, and this was only $20. Still cannot get over that. have just hit the end of a 2-week trip and I did not feel like vlogging much today, just enjoying our last final day here. It's almost 7 p.m. though. We are back in our room. I'm so exhausted. We're trying to figure out how to book a water taxi to the Venice airport tomorrow, but Jeff Bezos and his wedding guests have started to arrive, so we'll see how that goes. I got some goodies today. We walked around, went shopping, took a gondola ride. I stopped inside of this bookstore and finally, at the end of a 2-week search on the bottom shelf of basically the floor, I found her! The Italian version, I Siete Marti di Evelyn Hugo. I probably said that terribly, but I'm so happy. I cannot believe. I totally gave up on thinking I was gonna find this book, but I'm so happy I got that today. And then I also got this Aperol Spritz hoodie as well. But we're gonna head downstairs. We also bought a bottle of Chianti the other night, so we need to have that tonight for our last night while we pack, and then early tomorrow morning we head out. But I'm kind of ready. We're both ready. Well, it is our last morning. We are heading out to the Venice airport in a couple of minutes. I am so sad. I cannot believe how fast the last 2 weeks have gone by. It's been such an incredible trip, and I cannot believe that we got to see 4 cities here in Italy. Each one is so beautiful and different in its own way. I like can't even decide what is my favorite or least favorite for that matter, but we're exhausted. We just had our last complimentary breakfast downstairs. I will say, out of all the hotels we stayed in, this one in Venice had the best breakfast overall. I also don't know if I mentioned it, but Jeff Bezos' wedding is this weekend, and he and his fiance arrived yesterday along with a couple of guests. Kind of interesting to see that unfold while we're here. And then we're flying out of the airport, obviously, as I think almost 100 private jets are expected over the next day or so we'll see what that's like. Very eager to get home, sleep in my own bed, shower, and do laundry. All that being said, it's just been an insane time. I cannot believe that my June was spent all over Italy. Like, and my birthday, I'm in shock. We're heading out.